Hi everybody, it's Chris and welcome back to another video. Now, I said after doing my top 20 new wave punk singles from 79 that I wasn't going to do 1980, and I looked through my 45s and thought, yeah, I've probably got 20 worthy of sharing. So this is definitely the last one. So this is my top 20 new wave, power pop, post-punk and punk singles from 1980. Let's get straight into it. At number 20, Strange Thing by the Buzzcocks, backed with Airwaves' Dream, which is also a decent song. This is one of 3 singles that came out in 1980 that had the same kind of look. Actually, this is part 2, and I think that's the pick of them. So that's Strange Thing by the Buzzcocks. At number 20, we've got a mod revivalist band, but this is probably their punkiest new wave-ish sounding track. It's Maybe Tomorrow by the Chords. If you had the glasses, that would probably work as a 3D cover. But a reasonable single by the Chords, Maybe Tomorrow. At number 18, it's on Stiff Records, so I collected it. I didn't know anything about the band, but I do like this song actually, Yesterday's Love by Any Trouble. If you can tell me anything about that band, I'd be grateful. But that's a reasonable single on Stiff Records from 1980. Yesterday's Love, Any Trouble. At number 17, influential Leeds-based band Gang of Four. This is Outside the Trains Don't Run on Time. I lost it a little bit after Entertainment in terms of following this band, but this is a half decent single, so enjoyed that one. Outside the Trains Don't Run on Time by Gang of Four. At number 16 is the only band from this group of singles that I've seen live. They supported the Jam in the early 80s. It's The Vapors and Turning Japanese. I think they did another track, what was that called, News at 10, which I have, but this is much better. They were a bit of a one-hit wonder, but of the time. At number 15, this is a band I don't really know very much at all, but I really like this single. It's called Original Sin, and it's by Theatre of Hate. So if you know anything about them and there's any recommendations, then please do let me know. I do really like this. Actually, the B-side is pretty good as well, Legion, but there's Original Sin, which is the debut single from Theatre of Hate. At number 14, we've got Generation X turning into Gen X and Dancing With Myself. Now, he rejuvenated that song in the mid-80s, didn't he, with Rebel Yell and Eyes Without a Face and White Wedding and so on. But Dancing With Myself is a good track from 1980, and that's Gen X, and that's at number 14. At number 13, I have to include this band somewhere, new wave classic, Pulling Muscles from the Shell. They do it down in Canberra Sands, they do it at Waikiki. What an opening line. This is classic, I think. Red vinyl. They were a great band. This is from the album Argy Bargy, which I think is a classic of its time. Really good single. That's the Squeeze and Pulling Muscles from the Shell. What's that, number 13? At number 12, we've got the Barracudas and Summer Fun. Good bit of kind of surf punk, surf new wave. Just good fun band. Some free stickers and transfers, but a good single. Summer Fun, Barracudas at number 12. This probably, the next one probably would have been higher, but I've heard it so many times, as you would have done as well. The Jam and Going Underground. Needs nothing saying about it really, does it? So there's my 19 through to 11. What's in the top 10? Well, at number 10, we've got the Opars. Don't know much about this band, only got one other single by them. Can't remember what that's called. This is It's Obvious, which is a good post-punk song. Really like that, actually. So if you know anything about the Opars and any recommendations, let me know, because I love It's Obvious. That's great. That's at number 10. At number 9, not so serious, actually. Splodginous Abound, Simon Templar, but it's not the song Simon Templar that I'm talking about. It's the B-side, which is the song that got all the radio play and traction. It's called 2 Pints of Lager and a Packet of Crisps, Please. It's such quintessential English new wave, just with a little bit of humour. Love it. That's at number 9. At number 8, we've got the Piranhas, and it's not Tom Hark. It's the first track on the second side called Getting Beaten Up. Great little story, actually, with some great lyrics and great vocals. Really fun song. Getting Beaten Up by the Piranhas at number 8. At number 7, a little bit more serious now, Stiff Little Fingers, At the Edge. Jake Burns growls the vocals on this. I love this song. It's really, really kind of punky. Great stuff. Probably, I think, their last great single personally. I know people might argue with there being others, but that's fantastic. And that's at number 7. At number 6, the UK Subs and Warhead. They brought out a couple of singles this year. I think the other one was Teenage. That's pretty good as well, but Warhead with its ridiculously horrible brown vinyl just edges it for me. It's quite metal actually as well, but that's at number, what was that, 6. Top 5 now, and top 5 are big singles from this year. Coming in at number 5, we've got Susie and the Banshees and Happy House. Now, I mistakenly said that John McGeoch was on some previous Susie and the Banshees singles. He wasn't, it was John Mackay. This, I think, is the first single that John McGeoch appears on. So 1980s Happy House, Susie and the Banshees. Absolute classic new wave song. At number 4, oh, post-punk. This is a completely classic, non-album track, and just marvellous. This is Joy Division and Love Will Tear Us Apart. Probably the most melodic thing they ever did, certainly the most commercial. I can see why it was so successful, but that's at number 4. At number 3, I just love this song. It's brilliant. I've always loved it. I love the rhythm of it. I love the simplicity of it. I love everything about it. It's brilliant. I even like the kind of eerie cover. A Forest by The Cure. Wonderful post-punk classic song. The Cure from 1980, A Forest. So what's the top 2? What have I missed so far? Well, in second place is a song with some of the most brilliant lyrics ever committed to a new wave song, or any song really. It's great. My Perfect Cousin by the Undertones, with the lyrics on the back. They are just hilarious. This is a great band. This is a fantastic single. Such a brilliant new wave pop classic. Love it. My Perfect Cousin by the Undertones. And lastly, in first place, and I think they topped my top 20 in 79 actually. This is a classic single, and I think the last brilliant punk single actually. Staring at the Rude Boys by the Ruts. Absolutely marvellous single. Brilliant. The lead singer, what was his name? Is it Malcolm Owen? I think he died not long after this, I think, if I remember. And this is just absolutely brilliant. So Staring at the Rude Boys, the Ruts, is my number 1. And no, I am not doing 1981. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What's your top 5, top 10, top 20? What have I missed? And if I burnt your subscription, just click on the button. The more the merrier. Thank you so much for your support, and I'm sure I'll be back sometime soon with another video. Cheers.